Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jacqueline Bowman checking in for day 3 of Self-Care Week EU. Follow us at self_care_EU. Retweet hashtag SCWEU and hashtag selfcare4life. Okay, let's get into it. Today, it's all about digital. There are 3 elements in terms of tips and tricks that I can definitely be discussing as to how I use self-care or how I use digital to self-care in my daily life. So for those of you just tuning in now, I had bariatric surgery just over 2 years ago. I dropped or divested 100 pounds. I continue to live with the chronic complex disease of obesity. I'm also an autoimmune Hashimoto's patient. So I have lots of things going on. And that's not even my day job, which is driving, amongst other things, the policy pillar for the Self-Care Initiative Europe. So 3 things that I wanted to talk about. Shopping. I know we're not supposed to mention brands, so I'll say a smartwatch which allows me to do work week hustle challenges with people around the world, and also medical appointments. When I club all of those 3 together, it allows me to, I would say in a nutshell, avoid temptation, keep on track with my various eating requirements, know that people are out there actually encouraging me and inspiring me to put my best foot forward every day. And finally, in terms of medical appointments, it absolutely allows me to use what we call in Belgium, where I'm based, what we call the online waiting room. It actually allows me to think clearly what it is I'd like to discuss with my doctor, even if it's at 4 o'clock in the morning, where most of my online stuff happens, or when it happens. It allows me to actually make a list. If I need to, I can take a screenshot, print it out, so that when I actually go to see my GP, I know exactly, and he knows exactly what it is that I want to discuss. So I put the first one last. Biggest tip that I can give you, thinking through how you make your medical appointments, if you need to make a medical appointment when you're going through your self-care along the continuum. Now, I'm going to cut back very quickly to shopping. So I decided post-bariatric surgery to do my online shopping in a secure environment so that actually I'm not tempted. I keep to my way of eating, which is energizing for me, at the best prices that I can find by doing all of the online shopping, which comes about every week. Now, I'm very aware that some of these vitamins and whatnot could also be down to fraud. So I make sure that I use reputable websites. The other element that I wanted to mention in terms of inspiration and in terms of keep on going is I have a Fitbit. I'm not supposed to mention brands, but I love my Fitbit. It's actually got me through thick and thin. I have friends and family both in Europe as well as America, and we do a Fitbit challenge every single week. Now, the other thing which I forgot that I think I should mention as well in terms of tips and tricks and self-care, when you're at my stage of self-care, which is more about self-management along the continuum, I've also joined a number of Facebook groups for other people living with the chronic diseases and conditions that I live with. And to me, that has been absolutely fantastic, because you may not be living somewhere where there are in-person groups. So, for instance, in Belgium, we don't really have, or certainly in my neighbourhood, we don't have in-person patient support groups for those living with obesity and or post-bariatric surgery. So what do? And also, if you're someone who doesn't necessarily want to talk about your health concerns with other people around, sometimes it's actually really good to be able to just talk almost anonymously with people that have the same challenges in life, but we're not actually likely to see each other in the street. So I guess that's my advice for today. Self-caring with digital is not just about all of the privacy issues. It's about making your life work for you. It's about getting up at whatever time that you need to and being able to communicate with like-minded souls. For me, it gives me inspiration, both mental and physical, for mental and physical well-being. Digital absolutely helps me keep on track. It's an investment in my well-being. And it's something that I would really say to everybody out there, think through how you're able to keep on track in this day and age, whether or not you live in the middle of nowhere in the countryside, whether or not you're traveling all of the time, but you can keep yourself as well as possible by actually harnessing various digital tools to help you live your life. Okay, this is Jacqueline, over and out. Enjoy your evening. And tomorrow I will be out and about as part of Antibiotics Awareness Week. Bye-bye.